So make sure you get some nice crunch out of that toast. What you got on it?
Nutella.
Oh, okay. I usually go peanut butter. Maybe a bit of honey.
Yeah, I like honey.
As in peanut butter with honey.
Yeah, I've had Nutella with honey.
Ooh, I have not tried that. I don't think I've had Nutella in years, I want to say.
I can't not have Nutella. I need to do it.
I'm the same with peanut butter. Just can't get enough. I've put peanut butter on like apples before.
That's weird.
It tasted pretty good. I don't know if I could. Well, I mean, I'd be willing to try Nutella on apples, but I imagine that just wouldn't be as good.
I've not had Nutella on apples either. I've not put anything on apples. Well,
mate, are you really a Nutella fan?
Calling me out now. Damn
it. The expose. That becomes the highlight of the stream. It gets shared everywhere. All right, so
Nutella fan.
And then like a picture of your face, like eating halfway through taking a bite out of a Nutella toast, and then just a stamp across the screen that says "fake." All right, so what do you know about this meta so far?
I know the types.
That's
and I'm just looking
ahead of me.
So I know it's Bug, Dark, Electric, Ghost, and Grass.
You gotta memorize that.
I'm just looking at PvPoke now and saying Mandibuzz is rank 1 for the cup.
Mandibuzz, eh?
So another Mandibuzz.
Yeah. Mandibuzz has such solid typing. Hey, Magnetitan. Hey, KJeffs. You just need to eclipse the competition. There's that pun we were looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Obstagoon would be... Obstagoon would have to watch out for... There's Crustle, there's Forretress, and any of these bugs. Worm Trash, if it's got Bug Bite, Obsta would have to watch for. Galvantula, obviously. Heracross, Ariados,
Escavalier.
Yeah, so any bug user and any counter user. But Mandibuzz is neutral to all those. So yeah, Mandibuzz looks like a solid pick. So let's go into Team Builder and find out what we have to worry about if we're running Mandibuzz. Should I share this screen with you on Discord? Would that help? Or are you just running your own sims?
I've got my own, plus I've got your stream up as well. So.
Yeah, cool. There's no shadows allowed, is there? So we don't need to turn that on. You like Crustle paired with Obstagoon? We'll definitely check that out. And are we thinking Snarl or Air Slash on Mandy?
PvPoke's recommending Snarl.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the way to go for the energy generation.
Alright, so yeah, we're watching out for Graveler, Alolan Graveler, which is second in the rankings. So anything electric. Crustle beats it. And then, yeah, just a whole bunch of electric Pokemon. Then Wireless. Umbreon beats Mandy. I actually thought Mandy beat it. Skuntank.
That is an interesting matchup.
Yeah. Like,
Dwebble. Is that like an XL Dwebble?
you know what? I've seen Dwebble come up in a few different team builders. Way too glassy on Raichu. I find Raichu's value comes in burning shields. So, like, yeah, Raichu and Dragonite as well fits into this category. They don't win matchups outright on their own, but they provide so much shield pressure that it kind of opens up the rest of your team to do what it does. Even Triple Duck would say, is Sableye allowed as well? That's really interesting.
Yeah, Sableye's not banned, so...
Wow. Because, like, that... Are there any Charmers? Only Raichu and Lilligant and Liepard. So there's really nothing that Sableye has to worry about. That looks like a spectacular safe swap.
Excellent.
And then... If we try ground... There's not too many ground Pokemon. What about grass? I'm thinking of, like, things that resist the electric for Mandy. Hey, Primitive Doc! Welcome in. How are you, mate? So, what are we doing? Grass. Okay, we got Roserade, we got Chestnut, we got Tropius, we got a Abomasnow. Abomasnow probably would be the best. Oh, but then, like, you've got a double weakness to the rock. So Alolan Graveler is probably a pretty good counter to that core. Credilli? I don't mind Credilli. Actually, Credilli could be a wonderful core breaker to, like, Mandy Agrav.
Oh yeah, because rock as well as grass.
Yeah. I imagine it would beat both of them. Let me just, let's see if it says here. He wins Mandibuzz and Alolan Graveler. There you go.
Yep, yeah.
And Galvantula, which would be a big one. And Magnezone. It beats Magnezone. Loses to all the darks, interestingly.
Yeah, and Frostlight.
Yeah. I'm... Flash and I are doing very, very well despite being very tired. We're both... we both... Flash has a fairly new job working in a bar. And so he stays up late and sleeps in late.
Yeah, weird times.
Yeah, and me, I have that sleep disorder where I'm just always tired. So apart from that, we're doing all right. Thanks for asking. Now, how common do you think Mandy will be? Hey, sweet. I'm trying to learn.
It's rank number 1. I'm gonna say very common.
Cool. So let's try. What was that core that was brought up by Jeffs? It was the Crustle and Obstagoon. Let's try that. Let's go Smackdown for now. Lilybear, do it. Okay, so that core's got a B for coverage already. And A for safety and consistency. So we're worried about Heracross, Chestnut, Roserade, Escavalier, Breloom, so a lot of counter users there. Lantern, Venusaur. So counter and grass types. Gollet. What do you think about Gollet?
XL Gurlet?
Must be. And
I'll go Lurk.
we've got Golurk there, but then Gollet 2 spots underneath, which is weird. Lipard looks great for this great moves and only 10k. Okay. So where's Lipard sitting? And are we thinking Charm, or does it have... It's got Charm or Snarl. With Dark Pulse, Play Rough, Payback. It's very glassy. Look at that, 1585 stat product. Oh, and KJFs is recommending Air Slash. Alright, let's get out the multi-battle. And compare Air Slash to Snarl. We'll go Matrix.
Lower threat score is better, yeah?
Yeah. A little bit, yeah, she had the idea first. Okay. So it looks like Air Slash beats a Bomber Snow where Snarl doesn't. Air Slash beats Chestnut. It has an easier time against a Scavalier. Snarl is better against Frostlass. Air Slash puts up a good fight against Galvantula.
So things that are weak to flying, like...
Well, Galvantula's neutral.
What's that? Because, was it Aerial Ace? Is such a poor move? Is that why?
It's pretty bad. But below average.
All the damage is coming from the Air Slashes.
You can beat all the fighters and grass. The Goon and Crust will lose to. Okay, so you're thinking that as a trio core? Obster, Mandy, and Crustle. If you've got Smackdown, you'll be fine against a Galvantula. Bug Bite, Wormadam, I guess, would be my biggest core breaker to that. What else we got? Everything else looks pretty even, so I'm actually thinking Air Slash might be the better option. You're like, fine.
Whatever.
Lily Bear says, I haven't looked at the meta, but I figured Lipard is at least usable, and now I know it can have Snarl or Charm. It sounds even better. Only thing better than Charm is Surprise Charm. Alright, so let's compare. Compare the pair. We'll compare.
Only Australians will get that.
Yeah. So Lipard with, let's go Mandibuzz. And we'll leave it with Snarl for now. So Mandibuzz wins the 1 shield. Lipard's winning all the 0 shields because it's getting through that Play Rough, which does 50% damage. So you need to land 2 Play Roughs. It loses the 2 shield. What about with Charm? Oh yeah, Lipard's loving it with Charm. So now Obstagoon. Obstagoon will be an interesting one because they're doing super effective damage to each other. And Lipard is winning everything except its own 0 shields. So Lily Bear, I think you might be onto something. And Primitive Doc, I'll throw that in there. I just one-shot Shadow Ball to Surf Edge with 2 shields up. Oh, that's so good. Wow, that's with your Gengar? How did they not shield? Need a poison type as a safety net. As in if you're running it with Lipard? Or if you're running it with anything.
Tank and Muck are good poison types. I just looking at.
Oh, Lily Bear. All right. Fine. I'll take that. Congratulations, Primitive. How much does a return do to Lipard? Return from what Pokemon?
Probably Sableye.
Return will do 91% damage to a Lipard. And again, Lipard is losing the 0 shields, even with Charm, against a Sableye. Miss Sweet is wearing her sunglasses after dark because her reading glasses are in the truck. So what are you thinking on Lipard so far? What's the verdict there? Hey, Biscuit.
I'm kinda liking it.
Mm-hmm.
I've never used one before, so I'm not confident with it. But I just checked. I've got like a rank 9.
Oh really? Use. Oh, I should check too. What have I got? Oh, I'm live apparently.
I didn't know.
I'm gonna get our multi-battle again. I'm gonna put in Lipard against the whole Lunar Cup. And I'm gonna rock Charm on it. So 45% win rate.
Okay. But
what are those wins and losses against? So, it's losing against anything bug, and there's a couple of steel Pokemon here. Basically, anything that resists.
Yeah.
Anything that resists Charm or does super effective to Dark, it's losing to. Skorupi. It loses to Skorupi. Genesect. Wormadam Sandy. And Tropius. It loses to Tropius. And Lampent. A dark Pokemon that loses to Lampent. And Chinchou? What is this?
These are probably really low rank.
It loses to Dusclops. Wow. Hey, there's Credilli again. Like, I'm immediately liking Credilli. Still haven't gotten to the wins yet. Drapion, Grodel, Cofagrigus is eligible.
Ooh.
How do you spell Lipard again? L-I-E. I got a rank 22 Lipard. It's not quite as good as your rank 9. Alright. Gonna adjust this to Lunar Cup meta. Oh boy. That's not great. KJF says a rank 43. Primitive Doc says, aren't there also 3+ grasses with fairy coverage out there as well? Jumpluff, Blossom, Lilligant, and Cherim. So, yeah, we were looking at Charm specifically, but Jumpluff and Blossom both have a Dazzling Gleam, I believe. Cherim, what does Cherim have? Oh, yeah, Cherim has Dazzling Gleam as well. Hey, Ace Trainer. Welcome in. Roserade has Dazzling Gleam too. Could be very interesting. And Fortress looks really interesting too. I reckon, how does... Oh, actually, before we get too sidetracked, let's finish looking at Lifeheart against the meta. So, it beats Heracross, it beats Galvantula, Umbreon, Mandy, Chestnut, Zeb Striker, Sableye, and Manectric. I mean, most of those are pretty meta. Loses to Obstagoon in the one shield. Oh, okay, hang on. It beats Snarl Mandy, but loses to Air Slash Mandy. Right, now let's try with Snarl. That's even worse. Look at that, 3 wins and 26 losses.
Wow.
Yep, it beats Frostlass, beats Sableye, and beats Chestnut.
Charm would be the way to go.
Might give it a 2 Snarl energy lead, see if that makes any difference. 11 wins, 18 losses. I mean, that's better. It's still not great. Alright, so what was the next thing we were going to look at? It was... Your Lifebards rank 50. We've all got weirdly high ranked Purloins and Lifebards. Fortress, that's what we were going to look at. Rankings. So, Fortress is ranked 6. And how does that go against... I mean, I feel like the first thing you got to compare any Pokemon to is Mandibuzz.
Man, I haven't used a Fortress since like what, Forest Cup or something.
Or like the Sylph Jungle Cup.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
I remember that was bloody so RPS, that one. It was Fortress, Charizard, and either Azumarill or Quagsire. Oh, and Venusaur. It was like a 4-way there.
I was using Vigoroth. That was the first time I'd used Vigoroth, I think.
Oh, that was junk. Yeah, you're right. No, okay. Rainbow Cup is the one I was thinking of. Yeah, Beastad called it. Rainbow Cup is the one that was so RPS. Jungle Cup had, yeah, the Vigoroth and like Raichu was a big one.
Yeah. Man, that was so long ago. Getting old.
Jungle Cup was the first time I ever swept a tournament. Took me a long time. Looks like Mandy's definitely got Fortress's number. Oh yeah, because it's like with Earthquake and Mirror Shot, you're just relying on that bug bite damage.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I imagine that'd be the same with Air Slash. Marginally better for Fortress. What about Lilligant? There we go. Okay, so that's a Charmer. It's got Hyper Beam.
Get beam.
Yeah, pairing Charm with Hyper Beam, anyone? It's got Hidden Power. Yeah, so Hidden Power and Charmer, it's only 2 moves. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not liking this off the bat. Far out. Lilligant, wow. Lilligant's winning all but the no shield. Oh, Lilligant's
shield and you can't lose.
Yeah. Okay, so what was I thinking? What's the one that's grass and bug? Is that Sawaddle?
Yeah, Swaddle, leave any.
And Leavanny, yeah, that's it, yeah. I was thinking Lilligant was the grass bug, so I'm like, it's just gonna get murdered by Air Slash. It's glassy, but not as glassy as what's it called? Lipod. So yeah, that's really interesting. Okay, so what if? So let's say, how does it do at an energy disadvantage? I'll give Mandy 2 Air Slashes. Oh, suddenly it loses all the 1 shields. And what about with Snarl? And back to winning again. So if you're going to use a Charmer, looks like Lilligant's the way to go. Uh, 11-18 against the meta. That one beats Obstagoon, which Lipard doesn't. Beats both Mandys. Beats Umbreon. Is anyone gonna bring Umbreon if Obstagoon and Mandy are a thing?
Yeah, I was just looking at booting a team, and I had Umbreon, and I'm like, nah, I just took it off. Like,
yeah, right.
There's too many bug types and stuff.
Yeah, and other darks that aren't weak to bug.
Yeah, I feel like there's better darks like Sableye. Like I've got Sableye on my team. So.
I have to see whether I can somehow get enough XL candy for a Sableye.
No, I don't have enough, but I was just going to use a regular.
You're going to use a...
one I've already got.
Okay, sure. I have a total of 11 XL candy. Only 280 to go.
102.
You got 102 XL. Too many.
Yeah, I need too many.
Hey, Jesus and Roger, welcome in. Alright, so let's check out Jumpluff then. Jumpluff.
I'm hoping Sableye will be, I don't know, a part of some event during October.
Oh, that'd be
so I can farm XLs.
Actually, there was just announced what the October event is going to be. Whoops. Let me go into the news. Coming in October. Pokemon Go Halloween 2021 and more. Trainers, get ready for the spookiest month of the year. There's much to look forward to this October, including Pokemon Go Halloween, Pokemon in costumes, and a tie-in event with Pokemon the Movie, Secrets of the Jungle. The Season of Mischief's special research story is still ongoing, so there will be more to learn about Hooper this month too. Research breakthrough encounters, you'll encounter your mask. Weekly one Pokecoin bundles, featured in raids. Genesect with Douse is going to be in 5-star raids. Altered Form Giratina. And Darkrai with Sludge Bomb.
Sludge Bomb?
Yeah. Try and hit back against those fairies.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, Sludge Bomb.
Why would I want that?
Spotlight Hours, Drifloon, Ghastly, Gothita, and Murkrow.
Ooh.
And Duskull Community Day. The movie tie-in event. The mythical Pokemon Zarude will be making its debut.
I saw we get Mega Absol.
Yep.
I'm keen for that.
Hit those raids. Highest DPS in Pogo it'd be, wouldn't it? Yeah, in for Darks, sorry.
I just like it. It looks cool.
Oh, okay. Here I am with my like pragmatic brain on, and you're just like, it looks cool. Free box for Niantic's birthday. Pokemon Go Halloween returns. Costumed Pokemon. Look forward to costume Pokemon appearing in the wild and a new Halloween-themed special research story. So, looks like that's our only hope for Sableye is from Friday, October 15 to October 31. Hopefully, Sableye is one of the costumed Pokemon that they mentioned.
Litwick hat Sableye like last year.
Say again?
They had a Litwick hat Sableye last year. So we could do it again.
Hope so. Because, yeah, give me that XL candy. Need it. JJG says, thoughts on this cup feels like another underwhelming cup. Why do you think that? Why do you think it looks underwhelming? Jeff's finished his Sableye 37,441 kilometers walked. Oh, sorry, no. Sorry, it's rank 37 with 441 kilometers walked. I was going to be like, mate, that is definitely a rocker's work. Gourmet Mucho says, still loses against Togekiss. You need Gunk Shot to beat Togekiss. Gunk Shot from Obstagoon, are we talking about? The Darkrai. Yeah. Yeah, it's so glassy. And, like, even if you put Gunk Shot on it, like, you're probably gonna maybe get one off. Jeff says Zarude looks pog. Mucho says even a level 40 Togi beats level 50 Darkwood Sludge. There you go. Have you been reading chat? Oh yeah, there you go. I just noticed Roger saying Final Flash noticed me, and then Flash's response.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't reading chat. I think.
Feels like most will be running pretty much the same teams. Yeah, that happens with most cups. Like, it's very hard. What I've learned by now is it's really hard to create a meta where everyone's using different Pokemon. It's like whatever meta you have, there'll always be Pokemon that rise to the top.
Yeah, that always happen because PvPoke people look on PvPoke and they say like, oh, Mandibuzz is rank 1, so let's all use Mandibuzz, and then people go, alright, everyone's using Mandibuzz, let's all bring out our, Alolan Gravelers or our Charmers or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
totally.
It'll always happen.
Me, though, I tend to, like, if I'm switching up my team halfway through the month, I tend to do worse on average. So I tend to just stick with like one team. Once I've decided on the team for my first tournament, I'm like, that's it. I'm not changing anything. So even if the meta does change, I've got to just adapt the way I play it.
So you're saying you find you do better early on in the month before people figure it out?
I actually, despite that, I do better later in the month, probably because I have stuck with my team and learned the matchups a little better. Sableye level 40 might still thrive in this cup if no XL candies. Let's check that out. So, Sableye. Rank 26 XL or rank 49 non-XL. That's an option. And I've got over 1,000 Sableye regular candies, so I could probably build a non-XL and then just build the XL when I've got the XL candy for it.
Is return a must, Sableye?
Well, it says here in the rankings that the non-XL can... Oh, sorry, yeah. Yeah, of course it can, yes. Is return a must? Is return a must? So the other option would be Power Gem, because I don't think you're ever running Shadow Sneak. How does Power Gem go against Mandy? Return does 39% damage. What about Power Gem? 38%. That is crazy pants. Only win 0 shield unless they sneak 1 charm. You're screwed. Yep. Oh, well, I like having that extra coverage. Lilybeth says, that sounds like every conversation Fish and I ever have. Fish being practical and me going, I just think it's pretty. And I fully support that way of thinking too. Whatever you find fun. JJG says, Season 1 and 2 had more diversity than Season 3. Sorcerer Cup was probably the recent most diverse. Okay. That might be because we didn't understand it as well yet. I think maybe the longer we've gone, the more condensed we've been as players. I like having a balanced team. One I put together for me, 3 A's and B in safety. All right. That sounds strong. Are you willing to share? Titan says the issue with the larger pool of Pokemon is it will actually narrow down the pool. Is that right? How so? So yeah, what I'm getting with the Sableye's return is a must, yes. Because like
you have a good one.
Oh really?
Yeah. Well, you'd need the Hundo without XLs.
Yeah. I think I might have deleted all of my high IV ones. Just keeping the high rank ones. The high PvP rank. Can you Elite TM return on a Pokemon without it being purified?
No.
Yeah.
You can't Elite TM either return or frustration.
Return can be good for Charmers or Charmers are banned. Charmers aren't banned. There's a few Charmers. They're just not particularly good. So the best two are Lilligant and Liepard. And Liepard, we discovered very low win rate. Oh, yeah, right. We didn't look at Raichu. But, like, are you going to run Raichu without Volt Switch? Mandy, Obstagoon, Crustle, Tropius, Zweilous, and Lantern. Okay. Abomasnow is going to be a real big pain in the bum for that team. Like, Crustle's your best bet against it. But even then, I don't think it's a mega win. Are you running Smackdown or Fury Cutter? Volt Switch deals with Mandy, yeah. Well, Charm would too, to be fair. But still, Volt Switch is absolutely the way you want to go there. Wow, Abomasnow wins the one shield against Crustle with Smackdown. Just. Jab baaaaack. Or Beedrill or some sort of poison. Yeah, you probably need some sort of poison. Beedrill will obviously have to worry a lot about Mandy. But then, you know, if you cover that weakness enough, that'll probably make it okay to run. But then baaaaack seems like a better option. Like, what kind of ground moves are we running here?
I'm looking at Skuntank just purely because I've got a rank 1.
Oh, okay.
And it's beating Mandibuzz and Obstagoon and Frostlass. Just losing to Galvantula and Sableye. Sorry?
And Frostlass as well, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's losing to Frostlass there.
Oh, I thought you said it beats Frostlass.
No, it beats Fortress.
Ah.
Loses to Galvantula, Sableye, Frostlass.
Okay. And as far as ground moves go, to threaten the baaaaack and the Skuntank, you're looking at Fortress, you're looking at Heracross with Earthquake, but there's a decent chance your opponent's running Rock Blast Megahorn.
I don't think we're gonna see many Heracross.
Because of the...
It's a regional.
Yeah, that's true, right?
It was in raids, but at too high a level, which I wasn't worried about.
Have you got a Great League Heracross?
I think so.
You think so? You don't know? I've just got so many Pokemon flying around.
Yeah, I've got 2 that are below 1500.
Nice. Have you built either of them?
No.
It's a fun Pokemon. I really like Heracross.
Yeah.
Like, if you hit someone with a close combat from that thing, like, they don't get up. Like, you actually...
I've got one that's actually been built already.
Okay, nice.
Like, it was just like a lucky trade from someone who went away, and it's like a 96% like actual, so
that's great.
Not good PvP spread, but
yeah, but I think I got fairly lucky with mine. So mine's ranked 648. So it's not bad. I'll take that.
I've got another one from old mate Wilbit.
Oh yeah?
It's ranked 546.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. I'll have to make that one there. It's only 478 CP right now.
Skuntank and Alolan Muck are ranked very closely together. There's also Alolan Grimer.
Ooh.
And XL Stunky. So yeah, it's really much of a muchness, isn't it? So what are those? Oh, actually, let's multi. No, matrix battle is what I'm looking for. Matrix battle that. Skuntank versus baaaaack. Crunch Sludge Bomb? Or would you go Crunch Flamethrower?
For Skuntank,
Yeah.
probably Crunch Flamethrower. For all the bugs and,
Yeah.
and whatever grass may or may not come up.
Yeah, there's a decent chance for some grass.
Yeah, I saw Rose Raid was highly ranked.
Yeah. And I think it was Jeff's was saying Poison Jab baaaaack. So let's go with Poison Jab for now. And it's also, it provides a better comparison with Skuntank. Jeff's Gourmet says Sludge would hit Mandy better than Flamethrower. It would. Jeff's is saying Flamethrower for all the bugs. So what we will do is use both. And I'll run Snarl and Poison Jab Muck as well. Oh, that's right, I didn't select a meta. Am I the only person who hasn't seen a costume fur through? You actually have to change it yourself. You have to spend like 10,000 Stardust and 25 candy, I think it is, to change the costume.
Yeah.
And
only
yeah,
certain ones you can get in certain countries around the world.
Yeah, so we can only get the star one, is that right?
There's like 3 that we can get.
Oh, is that right?
I think two of them are general around the world, so everyone can get those.
Yeah, okay.
So we can get Star, Matron, and Dandy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm finished being algorithmed in GBL, so I can pay attention now. Houndoom can handle grass, if only to have your opponents keep their grass out. That's an interesting one, Houndoom. Where's that ranked? Also, this seems to be busted for some reason. Rank 14, you got Firefang, Flamethrower, and Crunch. Would you run Firefang or Snarl? I reckon Firefang might be the better option there.
Flamethrower as a charge, maybe.
Yeah. So, same as Skuntank. So, what is wrong with this page? There's also a return on Skuntank.
These two.
Look, I'm not gonna put in Acid Spray right now because then we'd have to put in another 2, one with Snarl and one with Poison Jab.
I don't like to use Acid Spray anyway. I hate the whole baiting debuff thing, I just go for it. Like if I want to use like with Sludge Wave or Gunk Shot Wave, I just go for it.
I reckon it does flip battles if you use it right.
It never works for me. I just have bad experiences with it.
Is that right, Lily Bear? I didn't think that was the case. Do you know if costumed furfru can be found in the wild, or only if you use the resources?
I have not heard that. No,
I haven't found one either. I think it might just be you have to spend the resources on it.
Yeah.
Houndoom loses to Sableye. That's a big deal. And we'll check it against Mandy as well. So, okay, Skuntank versus baaaaack. Sludge Bomb, Skuntank loses to Credilli. Both can beat Ferrothorn depending on the moveset. Only Flamethrower Skuntank is beating Fortress, that makes sense. Only Snarl Muck is beating Fortress. Oh, sorry, Frostlass. And Galvantula. So those two are a couple of big ones. And Heracross. Snarl Amok can beat Heracross. Both forms of Skuntank are beating Mandy, so you don't have to have Sludge Bomb to beat Mandy. It does a bit better, but very marginally.
Yes, I'm liking Skuntank.
With Sludge Bomb or Flamethrower?
Flamethrower.
So Manectric is actually in the meta for this one.
Yeah, electric type.
Titan says, I need a Pumpkin Patch Bulbasaur and a Koopa Squirtle. I need the Squirtle squad. I wasn't playing during the original Squirtle Com Day. Skank beats Obstagoon.
Yeah.
And also beats Amok. Snarl Amok beats Roserade. That is Poison Jab Roserade. Skuntank can beat the Bullet Seed Roserade as well. I'm actually liking I'm liking Amok better. Snarl Amok.
Why is that?
There's been a fair few of these matchups that only Snarl Amok can win. So if we go back to the beginning and count them, Frostlass is one. Galvantula.
Yeah.
Heracross. Roserade. Poison Jab Roserade. And then there's a couple more that you can still win with Poison Jab where Skuntank loses. So it says here that Amok beats Flamethrower Skuntank. Then it says here Skuntank beats Poison Jab Mark. What is going on with that? Lily says, if I had a Squirtle squad, it would be hers. I don't mind a Alolan Graveler as a safe swap option. Garvantula Magnezone, Pangoro as a safe swap.
Never use that.
Pancham was pretty rare. Double weak charm, is it?
Yeah, it's fighting it.
Fighting dark. I thought it was normal dark. So keep it away from those Lilligants. Wireless beats Mandy. It does all the dark things, but beats Mandy. But it's weak to counter and bug where Mandy isn't. So I guess Mandy still sounds like the better option to me. Ooh, Gourmet Mucho suggests that potentially bringing both Amok and Skuntank might be an option.
Why not have both?
Yeah, ¿por qué no los dos?
Yeah.
I think that's one that people outside Australia get.
Probably.
What about Snarl, Acid Spray, and Dark Pulse? Alright, let's check that out. That one. Now, the thing to keep in mind with that one is that it'll make assumptions. It'll make the assumption that they're always shielding an Acid Spray.
Yeah. That's another reason why I don't like it.
Yeah.
PvP always lies to me.
I feel so used. Okay. Snarl Acid Spray is the only one of these that can beat a Scavalier. It beats Forretress. Ivy dependent win against Heracross. It's the only one that can beat Magnezone, but that is very, very close. I imagine that's like, yeah, and also like energy dependent. You can beat Snarl Mandy with Poison Jab, Acid Spray, Dark Pulse. Very heavy win against Manectric. Just in case you're wondering. You know what? There is going to be someone who brings a Manectric and kicks ass with it.
Yeah, that's the second time it's been brought up, so I'm just going to have a look at it now.
Yeah, so it's part of PvPoke's like list of the meta Pokemon for this for this cup. So out of 29 Pokemon, we know Mandibuzz is in there twice, and so is Alolan. Oh no, I was gonna say so is Alolan Graveler, but no, one of them's Golem.
Manectric loses to Mandibuzz, Obstagoon, Graveler, Wireless, and Umbreon.
Oh yeah, that's no good.
Very, very top pick.
What do you think about Electrode as a safe swap?
Electrode with the Volt Switch?
Yeah. What other moves does it have?
Jeez, I don't know. I'll look it up.
So it's number 40 on the safe switch list. But the moves it recommends is Volt Switch and Hyper Beam.
Yeah, no, I would use Hyper Beam. Discharge and Foul Play is usually what I've seen people run.
I mean, I don't know. What kind of coverage are you getting with Foul Play, though?
What else are you going to have?
Hyper Beam?
It's only got Discharge, Foul Play, Thunderbolt, and Hyper Beam, so yeah, Hyper Beam.
I don't know. I'm digging Hyper Beam right now. Like, I've seen plenty of Hyper Beam Pokemon work.
People are saying the beam.
Yeah.
The beam. They want the beam.
just the pure delight of beaming someone. Also, can I get a shout out for White Chocolate, please? G'day, mate. Very cool streamer from New Zealand. So how many Volt Switches does it take to get to a Hyper Beam? Show move counts. So we're looking at... Oh man, I thought it... What is it? Oh, here we go. It takes 5 Volt Switches to get to a Hyper Beam. That's not much.
And you'll probably get at least... You get 1 or 2 on a safe switch, on a switch in.
I think 2's pushing it. I think you definitely get 1.
You get 1.
Yeah. Mucho says, what would 2O Butters do? Foul Play can hit grass and ground, whereas the electric can't. Chocolate says, I don't know about cool. You're cool, mate. You're a cool guy. I don't hang out in his stream as often as I'd like, but when I do, I have a fun time. And so, yeah, it's taking 3 Volt Switches to get to a Discharge, 5 to get to Hyper Beam. Like, that's really not very different. Like, okay, so 3 Volt Switches is 48 energy, so you're getting to 96 with 6 Volt Switches. If you build up to 6 Volt Switches, you have the option of either double discharging or
throwing the beam.
Throwing the beam, and I think people would expect it to be double discharge or double foul play as well. Because foul play is no, foul play is not the same as discharge. Discharge is 35 and foul play is 45. Is that right?
Not sure.
Electrode. No. Nope, doesn't say there. Hang on. Let's go to the move section. Foul play is 45 and discharge. Oh, I think discharge is 40. No, discharge is 45. So they're the same. They're the same energy cost. So your opponent would be equally likely to expect back-to-back foul plays as they would back-to-back discharges, depending on what they've got. I'm liking Hyper Beam. That's if I decide to run Electrode. Like, Magnezone's there too. If we go electric, like there's Magnezone, Galvantula, Alolan Graveler, Alolan Golem, Zeb Striker is there. I'm still looking at safe switches though. Let's go overall. Electrode is down at 56. It's got an 80.5 overall score, which is pretty good. Would you run it over over any of these others though? Over Raichu, over Galvantula, over Lantern?
I don't know. I'd probably run Galvantula if I was running an electric type. I don't know.
What about double electric?
Well, I've already got Graveler. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use Graveler.
Yeah, okay, sure. So then what about the grass types? There's not heaps of grass around. I'm still liking my Cradilly. But Abomasnow is the other one I'm looking at. And there's not much ground around, so they're the two things. They're the two things that resist electric, right? There's nothing else that I'm forgetting. Bug Bite Venomoth. That's interesting. You still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So I was just looking at my Venomoth.
Yeah, sure. So Venomoth is 33. It recommends Infestation.
Because Bug Bite is exclusive, apparently.
Ah, cool. Yeah. Alright, let's multi-battle it then.
I remember using Venomoth in one of the later cups of Season 3. And I was using Confusion, but Confusion wouldn't be useful here.
Yeah, too many darks around, and steals. Well, actually, we'll still resist the bug anyway.
Yeah, so what moves would that have for steel? Not that there's many steals. What? Magnezone, maybe Ferrothorn.
And Escav as well.
Scav, yeah.
And Trash Wormadam.
Ooh, yeah.
And Durant. Do you remember when Magneton was sought after?
Yeah. Back in the day. I think that's what, because Discharge was a legacy move.
Yeah. And Thundershock, I believe.
Yeah. I think, what was that for? Was that Boulder or something?
Oh.
It was one of the earlier cups in Season 1.
I think you might be right.
And I ended up using a Magnemite because I had Discharge.
Check this out. Just under Magneton is XL Magnemite.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hey there. Sizor, Ferrothorn. More steals. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my team builder. I'm gonna put in my baaaaack for now. With neither of those moves. I'm gonna go Old Faithful in Snarl and Sludge Wave. And what else? Let's go. I'm gonna put my Cradilly. That one has to be careful of Obstagoon. So I think Obstagoon beats both of these Pokemon. Galvantula is probably better than Credilli. Fortress, Wireless, Worm Trash, Ariados, Obstagoon, Umbreon, Venomoth. Umbreon beats Amac. Interesting.
We just outbulks it.
Yeah.
I wish you could use shadows too. I get so many good shadows.
What have you got?
Oh, well, Skuntank.
Yeah.
I think I'm Save
Is that
Life
the rank
be
one?
another one. No. No. It's only rank 115.
Mm-hmm.
I like my shadows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shadow Shiny Pinsir. That's some spice. That's what's going on.
Wish I had one.
So, I'm kind of preferring Credilli to Galvantula here, but Obstagoon's such a big problem. Maybe replacing Amac is the more important thing there. Oh, interesting. It recommends Skuntank to pair with Credilli.
My boys Skuntank.
My boy! And Crustle and Fortress. Mandy. Alright, let's go Skuntank. It's recommending Flamethrower. So with that core, you got to worry about Wireless, Umbreon, Heracross, Frostlass, Escav, Venomoth, Genesect, Durant, Sableye. I mean, there's not too many like major threats in that list. Honchkrow, Chandelure. Sounds like a decent combo.
Like, any time that Frostlass has been available on a meta, everyone, well not everyone, but like a lot of people have used it. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
I haven't
So
looked at it yet, this one, but
where does it come in the Switch category? Number 21 as a safe switch. It's not as high as normal. So then, what would be your best bet against Frostlass? Probably Alolan Gravel.
or dark. Yeah, your rock types or dark types.
Yeah. Well, because Mandy and Zweilous are both weak to Avalanche and Powder Snow.
Yeah.
So that kind of brings Umbreon back in the mix, or there's Obstagoon.
Yeah, Obstagoon. I found some of my teams that I've just been looking at, like, weak to Obstagoon.
Yeah, it looks like
I guess
Obstagoon's
that's-
going to be a big deal.
I bet that'll be running Gunk Shot.
Do you think?
All the bug types. What play would I have against bug types without it?
I mean, Night Slash is neutral.
It's recommending Night Slash and Cross Chop.
I think Gunk Shot is the same principle as Hyper Beam on Electrode, where it's just it gets more benefit from just not being expected.
I did not even know until now that Obstagoon can learn Lick.
Yes,
Like,
it
it's
can.
always just been counter.
Yeah. Because it's like, why would you run Lick when you've got counter there?
Yeah.
Where's Scolipede? Scolipede's number 25 on the list. Alien Aura, from the Pallet Town community, she has a it's a bit of a basic for now script, which you punch in a meta and it spits out top cores for that meta. And what's come out right at the top as a core of 3, Zweilous, Raichu, and Scolipede.
Volt Switch Raichu?
Yes.
Yeah.
Volt Switch, Wild Charge, Brick Break.
And how do you get that? Like, what website is this?
It's like her own bot that she wrote.
I need it.
Let's punch that into Team Builder and see what PV Poke says about that core. I've got a couple of images pinned in the Silverina channel on the Pallet Town Discord, so it'll show the top cores of 3 and the top cores of 2. Oh, whoops, not Alolan. We want Kanto. And this one was X is a Sludge Bomb. Alright, so PV Poke says that is an A for coverage, D for bulk, B for safety and consistency, 608 threat score. I picked this one. Frostlass is the biggest threat to that. So is Alolan Graveler. Which, that makes sense that it can beat Raichu and Scolipede. Crustle is next. Alolan Golem, Wormadam Trash, Obstagoon, Roserade. So those are all pretty relevant threats. What about this one? A few spots down, it's she's got Raichu, Ariados, and Crocodile.
Ooh.
With Snarl, Snarl, Crunch, and Earthquake. I wonder what rank I've got. Wow, I don't seem to have any. Wait, is that a regional?
No, it comes from Sandar, so you can, like, get it from 12k eggs.
I don't think. I have not caught or hatched a Sandar. Because it was only available in strange eggs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Primitive Doc believes in Hyper Beam Obstagoon. What do you think about that?
Someone's got it.
So how does Wireless do against Frostlass? Whoops, that says Fortress. Wow, I'm an idiot. I read Fortress as Frostlass.
Rip.
And that one doesn't even seem to be close. Fortress kicks Wireless's butt on that one. Even with three Dragon Pulses, Dragon Breaths of energy lead. Okay, so I think. So what we're coming to work out, I think, is that Obstagoon is going to be major.
Mm-hmm.
You need some sort of bug type to counter that. You can go a counter user. So a Scavalier might be best, because then that also has play against Mandibuzz as well. And then Fire might be best against the bugs. Or you're a Alolan Graveler, because the Alolan Graveler can beat the bugs and Mandy, but not Obstagoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then, what is a Pokemon? We may be getting a bit, and by we I mean me. I may be getting a bit greedy. Yeah, but so what is a Pokemon that can beat Obstagoon, Bugs, Steel, and Mandy? Lipard! No.
No, it won't be the Steels.
Alright. I'm gonna jump into Team Builder again. I'm gonna pop in. I'm gonna pop in a bunch of those Pokemon and see if anything pops up in the potential threats. And I'm also gonna put a Alolan Graveler in there, because that's going to be a big deal. Galvantula. Fortress. Let's use those 5 for now. Oh, jeez. So that team has ABBA for its scores. Crustle seems like the best option, but that loses to Alolan Graveler. Chestnut, interestingly, and Lantern. Lantern's got very neutral coverage. Golurk. There's nothing that beats all 5.
No.
Now, my mistake in the past has been to think, well, Obstagoon, Mandibuzz, Graveler, Galvantula, Fortress, that has such good coverage, that's going to be like the top of the meta, so I'm going to run that. But no, this time, I'm gonna look at, well, that's the meta. I'm gonna pick Pokemon that beat those. Ampharos with Focus Blast. Possible. That'll definitely one-shot an Obstagoon. How much does it do to a Mandibuzz? Does 47% to a Mandibuzz, but I mean, it's flying, so you're gonna use Thunder Punch and Volt Switch. How much does it do to a Fortress? I mean, no, you're really only going to use Focus Blast in situations where it's either super effective or Thunder Punch is resisted. Hey, Lachlan. Praise be Durant. Alright, let's keep going down the list of potential options. Magnezone. Magnezone beats Graveler, doesn't it?
If it does, it'd be because straight mirror shot.
Yeah, yeah. But also resisting the Rock Blasts.
Yeah.
/ Stone Edges. It would beat Crustle. Wow, why is Magnezone not popping up on this team builder? I guess Magnezone would lose to Obstagoon and Fortress. But Magnezone could probably beat Fortress if it avoids the Earthquake. Oh, what? It says here Magnezone loses to Agrav. Interesting. Stone Edge does about 50% damage. Exactly 50% damage.
Wow. To a steel type.
Yeah.
I guess because it's probably pretty glassy in Great League, isn't it?
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
And interestingly, Wild Charge does 45% damage as opposed to the 25% of Mirror Shot, even though Mirror Shot is neutral and Wild Charge is resisted. Magnezone with 2 Sparks of Energy lead just wins the one shield. What else can we look at? I feel like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out ways of breaking out of the RPS of like Obstagoon, Bug, and Agrav. I think that's going to be the biggest triangle.
Yeah, because it's kind of mine. I've got those 3.
Alright, so I'm gonna remove Mandy, and I'm gonna remove which should I take out, Garvantula or Fortress?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Which should I remove out of Galv and Fortress from the team builder?
I don't know. I've kind of got both on my team at the
Oh,
moment.
do you? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm gonna remove Galv. Mate, even that trio core looks deadly. Heracross beats all 3. Escavalier beats all 3. Actually, I don't mind Escavalier at all. Escavalier would lose to Garvantula, I imagine.
I've got Roserade to cover like things like Escavalier with like Weather Ball.
Ah, yeah, that's good. That's good.
But it was recommending Poison Jab, but I've put Bullet Seed on it because I've got Skuntank, so I feel like that's my poison.
Okay, so what's your full team so far?
Subject to change, but Obstagoon, Galvantula, Alolan Graveler, Skuntank, Roserade, Fortress.
So say again, it was Obstagoon,
Galvantula. Are you gonna put it in?
Yeah. See what pops up. Yep.
Galvantula.
Yep.
Yeah. Alolan Graveler.
Stone Edge Rock Blast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gun Tank.
With Poison Jab Flamethrower.
Yep.
Yep.
Rose Raid.
Bullet Seed.
Yeah.
And Leech Storm.
Yep.
And
Fortress.
ADAB.
Yeah, not good on the bulk.
Yeah, that's probably the
It
least
covers a
important
lot
for
of
me.
stuff.
Like, probably bulk and consistency are the ones you can afford to skimp on. I think coverage and safety are the two best ones. As long as those are A's, you're fine. Okay, so you're worried about Heracross.
And I'm not really worried about Heracross. I don't think I'm gonna battle many Heracrosses.
I'm
be honest.
considering Heracross, to be honest. Because it
Do you
beats...
have one that's under 1500 though?
Yeah, I do. And I've used it in a tournament in the past.
Okay. I've never used one. Oh, I think I might have, but I don't think I put it on my team, but I don't think I ever used it.
Right. It does, Jeffs. It's so badass. I'm surprised Heracross beats Roserade, especially with Weatherball. So I think Heracross, and then if my opponent has Mandibuzz, I need something different to use there. Just did practice battles versus Heracross. How did that go? So maybe I run Heracross if they don't have Mandy, and Lantern if they do. I mean, they're very different. And Lantern provides very little shield pressure, is its biggest problem.
Yeah. No big.
Or Magnezone. Best Pokemon with an energy advantage. And so Roserade's up there. Zweilous, Magnezone, Alolan Graveler. I feel like that's going to be an interesting choice. Magnezone versus Alolan Graveler.
I'm glad it beats Magnezone. I just found out. But we just found out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm amazed by that. Sableye and Frostlass can deal with Heracross, okay. Yeah, they can deal with Heracross very well. How does A-Grab do against Sableye? Alolan Graveler wins pretty comfortably, actually. It only loses the 0-2 and 1-2 against Sableye. So Heracross and a Alolan Graveler seems like a decent call.
Yeah. What would beat both of those?
Probably Roserade.
Yeah. But let's see Witherball.
Raikou, Jumpluff, Coppergregas, Superior, Grovyle, Runerigus, Executor, and an opposing Heracross.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Agrav does beat Roserade. That is Poison Jab, though.
Yeah, what about with Bullet Seed?
Yeah, Roserade kicks its butt with Bullet Seed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shiftry. What do we think about Shiftry? Number 59 on the list. Let's go to multi-battle. Meta. 12 wins, 17 losses. What happens when we give it one snarl of energy lead? It suddenly goes up to 15 and 14. Gets absolutely murdered by Forretress. That is a battle rating of 96. Loses to basically all the bugs, which makes sense. So I think that double weakness to bug is going to be a big problem for it. Loses to the poisons.
Yeah, so many bugs, so I can't see it doing that well.
Yeah. Beats Roserade.
Oh man.
Oh man. But like you said, it's probably not gonna see too much play, so I don't think we need to worry too much about that. But like, I'm loving this Heracross Agrav core. Oh, definitely need something to take out Roserade and Heracross. They're my two biggest worries. Maybe my own Roserade. Well, what else was there in the fire stakes? Oh, there was Skuntank. So you've got the two best fire users.
Houndoom Firefang.
Yeah, that's an interesting option. It would lose to Obstagoon. I imagine it would beat Galvantula. Primitive says I'm already planning the funeral with Shiftry. You're like going into battle, you're like, go Shiftry, and it's like looking back at you like, are you sure? And you're just kind of shoving it out on the field, like, go on, mate, yeah, you can do it. It's fine. Galvantula's there like, oh yeah, Frostlass to beat. That's a tough one. between Frostlass and Roserade, but Frostlass does have such good play against a lot of things. You'd have to watch out for the Alolan Graveler. So how does Frostlass do against Agrav? How can it work that matchup?
Sorry.
So I'm thinking Frostlass versus Alolan Graveler. Two Powder Snows of Energy lead. Frostlass wins the 1-1 with two Powder Snows of Energy lead. Just wins the 1-0. Does Rock not resist ice?
Is super effective against ice.
Yeah, I'm wondering about resisting though. Just because Avalanche still seems to have the higher DPE than Shadow Ball.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's a pretty big deal, I feel, because if everyone's going to be bringing Alolan Graveler, and you bring your Frostlass, you use it as a safe switch option. If you manage to get two Powder Snows in before they react and bring in their Agrav, then you win that 1-1 shield. You're still losing the 2-2. And so, in that situation, if they do shield twice, I would not bother using my second shield. Who gets to those moves first? Rock Blast does 52% damage, so they're absolutely not going Stone Edge. They're just gonna go straight Rock Blast there. It's 40 energy, so 16, 32, 48. That's three Volt Switches to get to a Rock Blast. 3 Volt Switches is 12 turns, which is the exact same amount as Avalanche. But then I think it's only taking 2 to get to the next Rock Blast. So the Graveler gets to 2 Rock Blasts before you can get off a second Avalanche. So you'd have to make that decision on whether you want to shield twice. Well, no, you should. Okay.
Watch how many Ks you say there, Fish.
That's alright. More than 3 is fine. Yeah, you can go more or less. You just can't go exactly 3. I'm just trying to work out how exactly I'd play this. So we switch in the Frostlass. We get off 2 Avalanches. We get off 2 Powder Snows, and then they react with their Agrav. I think it actually might be more realistic to say 1 Powder Snow. In which case we lose the 1-1. So you have to get the second Powder Snow. And then...
Isn't that far-fetched? Like...
Yeah, it's possible. Probably depends on the skill of your opponent.
Yeah.
Probably a lesser skilled opponent would take a little longer to react.
Yeah.
Who wins CMP? Looks like Agrav wins CMP in general, but that would be IV dependent.
Yeah.
And so then
122 versus 123.
Yeah, super close. So looks like we're throwing the avalanche straight away. They threw the rock blast. We get to another. Hang on, they've got the energy for another rock blast. Why are they? Maybe we don't get KO'd by a rock blast. Okay, no, we still lose there. So they can just throw straight rock blast. Okay, so I'm calling it. Frostlass not winning this matchup.
And it goes to my boy Graveler.
The winner by unanimous
heavyweight
judges' decision.
champion.
All right, now let's check out Roserade. Okay, so Roserade is winning everything that's not a shield disadvantage. You've obviously got to watch out for... I don't think you're beating Mandy. But what Roserade could also do is really pressure shields if your opponent tries to bring in a steel bug. So Fortress, or any bug. Fortress, Scavalier, Garvantula, they're all gonna have to use shields against the Roserade.
100%.
Oh, hello. What do we have here? Garvantula wins the 0-0 and the 1-1 against Roserade.
Is it getting to the lunges? How quick is it getting to the lunges? The 3 volt switches.
Yeah. So that's 12 turns. As opposed to the weather ball's only 3 bullet seeds, isn't it? So that's 9. Lunge is doing 60% damage, weather ball's doing 71%, so that's weird.
The attack drops from lunges, is that what's affecting it?
It looks like it, because then... And I guess the volt switches are doing 8 damage apiece, so that's...
Yeah.
So that's like... Well, it's about 8% damage per volt switch. And so by the time it's getting here, 1 lunge is enough to take it out.
Yeah.
And the attack drop, it looks like it still survives. It would still survive a weather ball even if it hadn't been nerfed. But only just. Something to think about with Roserade.
Yeah.
And Garvantula would beat Heracross 2. So... So a core of Heracross, A, Grav, and Galv. So double electric. F for bulk.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Poison Jab, Roserade beats Galvantula quite comfortably.
Yeah, it's a bug type. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, these top threats are pretty easy enough to handle. As in, I don't think the top threats will be particularly common. So like Cofagrigus, Roserade, Chestnut, Raikou, Runarigus. I mean, Roserade will get some use. These others, I don't think they will. At the moment, actually, my thought is this does seem a little more open than some of the other cups.
Yeah.
Because, like, it does have that major core to start off with, but, like, it's got a variety of options to be able to handle that core.
Yeah, I went into this just looking like, oh, instantly, Mandibuzz number one. Gonna have Mandibuzz on my team, but it's not even on my team.
Yeah. It's like we've gone so far off of that now. We just we're not really bringing it up very much, but
Mandibuzz who?
Don't believe the buzz. All right. I think we've gotten a fair amount out of this. I reckon we can call it there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Heath, for joining me. Very handy being able to talk that out with you.
Very nice. It got me, gave me a push to actually get at least some research and something in the form of a team.
Yeah, totally. You and I both.
Yeah, otherwise, I'd put it off.
Yeah, I know. It's so hard to get your head around a new meta.
Yeah.
Primitive says, probably won't see much Spiritomb. I agree with that. I think that was useful in one cup back in Season 1. Or was it Nightmare? Nightmare Cup?
Ooh.
When Sableye was banned, I think.
Might have been. Yeah, it was a while ago.
And B-Stud says, put Mandy back on the squad. If we go Mandy here...
I mean, most of my team that I got beats Mandy anyway.
Right.
Like,
right.
4 of the 6 Pokemon beat Mandy.
Yeah.
Like,
and there's no Pokemon that can beat all 4. But now Raikou is the biggest threat, followed by Chestnut, Credilli, Lantern, Jumpluff, Cofagrigus, Mightyena. And then Agrab's probably the first actual meta threat. Roserade, Galvantula, Crustle, Zweilous, Umbreon. So now, okay, so once you get to 8, then you start to get into some actual meta stuff.
yeah.
Thank you, Primitive, and GG Beastard. Let us see if there's anyone on Twitch that we can go ahead and send Twitch viewers to. There's a few. Let's go J Mills. J Mills 133. Meta Schmeta. J Mills 113. Ka-ching! We'll be back tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Australian Central Time, so work that out in your own time zone. And we will be running a Specialist Cup exhibition. Specialist Cup is a great competitive format where everyone picks a class with associated types, and so everyone is actually bringing different Pokemon into the battle, and there's no real, like, they do a great job of there, like, not being a single meta to work with, so you've just got to lean into your own battle style, which is really, really cool. So we'll be featuring that Sunday night, 9:30 p.m. Australian Central Time. Which is like 8 in the morning Eastern American time, something like that. Hope to see you there. Thank you, Flash, for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And we out.
See you guys.